welcome to Demonic Discussions. I'm Meghan Grisey, along with my co-hosts Mariana, Sam, and Erin. Mariana, what are we on to today?
Alright, today we're going to be talking about Elizabeth Bathory, who has one of the highest kill counts that I've ever read. Like, not through, mass bombing.
Do we get a kill cam?
That would be horrifying. When I tell you what she did.
360 no scope, bitches!
Just like a sword. Elizabeth Bathory was a Hungarian countess who was thought to have murdered hundreds of young women in the 17th century. Bathory was a noblewoman who was related to several people in power, including the King of Poland and the Prince of Transylvania. Bathory was born in Nyírbátor, Hungary on August 7th, 1560. She became engaged to Count Ferenc Nadasdy at age 11. She also birthed an illegitimate child fathered by another man before her marriage. This was a child. I know that was normal in that time, but... She married Nadasdy when she was 15. They had 5 children, 2 daughters, and a son that lived past infancy. 2 of them died. Bathory and her husband spent most of their time apart, but it is possible that Nadasdy taught Bathory many ways of torture when they were together. Bathory took over the estate after Nadasdy's death in 1604. Bathory tortured her victims in very bizarre ways. Some of her victims were covered in honey and left outside for insects to eat. During cold parts of the year, young women were stripped naked and forced into icy baths. Some girls had needles driven into their nails, or were bitten or burned. Isn't that fun?
Ow!
Supposedly, Bathory would bathe in the blood of virgins to regain her youth. But there isn't really any evidence to back that up. The rumor surfaced 100 years after she died, and there wasn't really any proof. But people have always liked the conspiracy theories. On December 29th, 1610, Count Georgi Thurzo? Yeah, I can read. Georgi Thurzo arrived at Bathory's castle to inquire about crimes against a noblewoman. As you know, they didn't really care what happened to the peasants. They weren't that important. She technically didn't commit any crimes against them, because there weren't many laws protecting them. And when he went to go inquire about the noblewoman, he instead found Bathory in the middle of torturing someone. So isn't that nice? Because of her high status...
It's delicious.
Because of her high status, Bathory could not go to normal prison. She was instead confined to her home forever. And I mean forever. 4 Bathory servants were arrested and tortured until they admitted that they hadn't helped murder anybody, but they had actually helped just hide the bodies. Their counts of the victims ranged from 36 and 51. Oh wait, there's more. 3 of the servants were sentenced to death, and the 4th one's fate was unknown. Bathory was said to have noted 650 victims in a book. Counting how many people she abused and were murdered. There were 289 witnesses that made a statement, but still nobody knows how many victims she had. Her body was found in her castle in 1614 when she was 54. But 650 people!
That's a lot of people.
Now, I don't know if that means she murdered all of them, or they were just, people she abused in total. That's horrific. And as I was reading,
I don't think I want to know the answer to that.
I don't either.
I'm just gonna keep that far away from me.
I don't know, but, she only went to, she only got in trouble because there, were, noblemen and people, that were important that she killed. Had it only been peasants, nothing would have happened to her, because there were no laws against it. But so she was never given a trial or anything, and she was never put in real prison, and she wasn't technically, stripped of her duties, but her family members just kind of said, alright, we'll take over the money, anything, we'll take over the estate, it's fine. Let me pull up a picture of her.
I'm interested to see if she's pretty. Did the blood actually do anything?
I doubt.
I don't know, she looks kind of plain. There's not really any...
She's nothing special.
No, she's just kind of there.
She looks kind of like a younger version of Queen Mary the First.
Yeah.
She does. No wonder why she kind of
Who,
looks.
funnily enough, also tortured and murdered people, but not to bathe in their blood.
I don't know. I just think early Europeans only came in like 5 different kinds. So you know. They weren't special.
A lot of it has to do with the fashion of the day as well.
Yeah. They all had
Yeah.
to be pale. Those cheeks had to be red. Those lips had to be red.
Porcelain skin.
That waist had to be snatched. 15 layers! Honestly, I don't think I could live in that time period only because it takes besides the fact I would have to be a black woman, that'd be another kind of issue. But if I were, for some reason, a European woman, I couldn't survive. It takes too long to get ready. I watched a few of those videos.
Actually,
Dress.
it doesn't take that long.
It's too much effort because you got all those layers. And no, thank you.
Yeah.
And you can't just wear half of it. No, you gotta put the whole thing on. And they didn't wear underwear. So yeah, did we give our opinions on this? I haven't really been paying attention.
I'm gonna give her like an 8 or 9. Yeah, I'd say 8 or 9
Yeah.
for me.
Just because of that body count, like, that's
Oh
insane.
yeah, that's a high body count.
Like, nobody should ever be capable of murdering that many people. Like, I thought...
Oh, yeah.
And she never claimed in person. Like, she never said that. It was written down in a book, meaning I'm more willing to believe it than someone
Right.
just saying it to, like, try and scare people.
Right, because a lot of serial killers like, oh yeah, I killed all these people, but there's no proof of it. But she wrote it down. Like, she obviously had no
And, like,
intentions of being caught,
yeah.
but she wanted records.
It's like a death note.
I don't know, that's messed up on so many levels. Very interesting thing to read
I
about.
see what you did there, Erin.
In the
Oh,
description,
808.
you
Sorry.
will find our Instagrams, along with the channel's Instagram and Twitter. And, yeah, that's about it. In the comments, don't forget to tell us how you feel about Elizabeth Bathory. And if she reminds you of any Hungarian woman who is a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. I'm hoping this is
Nice save there.
I'm hoping one of you get this. Alright, anything else?
Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure to also come back to our channel because we have plenty other videos for you to watch and more future uploads. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Alright. Well, guess that's all. Bye.
Bye.